Okay, so Endorsal is basically all those 5 steps we just talked about. It does them automatically of collecting high quality testimonials. That's important to every business. We just talked about that previously and why that is. But it basically has always been a painful game of back and forth, or using a bunch of convoluted processes, or ones you had to come up with on your own that weren't efficient, didn't do it the job well. And basically streamlines the whole process by fully automating it, saving your business and your directory time and money. And you want to increase those conversions, get those testimonials, build the customer loyalty, and then strengthen your brand by putting those testimonials online. And I'll show you exactly how it is able to do that. So the first thing it does is they call it Endo Forms. It's basically quick and easy setup. You create your unique review form in minutes, and I'm going to demo this in a little bit. And they're basically fully customizable to your brand and use case. You can add your logo, change the colors, edit the text, and specifically which data you'd like to collect. So name, company, website, testimonial, that kind of stuff. And it's all done within a few minutes. So you can get on with collecting your customer testimonials, and it's easy for them to do as well. So the first thing it does is it enables your customers to put a face to the name with what they call smart avatars. And so what it does, it's a fact that faces sell, and we're more likely to trust a review if we can see that it came from a real person, like we talked about earlier. So what Endorsal does is it makes it easy for customers to add those avatars from their own social accounts in just a couple of clicks. And they can also upload their own photo in seconds with their fast uploader that they have as well. But the awesome thing is that it verifies that it's a real testimonial, because it pulls that person's social media content, and it identifies them as an actual person, which is always important when you're talking about testimonials and people believing that they're real. And so the second thing it does is it allows you to send that unique link to customers and watch those endorsements and testimonials roll in. And so it basically can integrate into your current feedback flow. You can add the link to your website, into the email, and basically removes those hurdles by providing them with that pre-filled out form containing their information. And they have a thing called super links, and you can actually tie it in to your database or your own info, and it'll actually have their information already filled in when they click that link, so that they can have to fill out even less information when they're going to fill out your actual survey or testimonial. So some of the other things it offers up that FOMO, the fear of missing out. And everybody knows that is a real thing. If they see other people using your your service, they want to join the bandwagon, and but sometimes they need a little nudge, and that can provide that extra nudge that they need to either fill out the testimonial themselves or to use your product. So they're basically going to want that. So we've gone over a couple other things that provide that, but this provides those pop-ups on your website to show them that testimonial, and kind of gets it front and center on anybody with those pop-ups. The other thing it does is it you can customize the look and timings of it, the triggers and animation, and you can basically make it an integral part of your website, where you're basically calling, it's a call to action. It's a visible thing that everybody goes to your website. They get that front and center testimonial information that's so valuable to you and that you want to provide with to your customers. The other thing, and we were talking about this just a second ago as well, is incentivization. So what you can do with Endorsal is you can incentivize your review and request to increase those conversions and to make it more appealing to write a testimonial. So what it offers you the ability to do is that after all your customers fill in the information, it gives them a reward upon submission. And it's a very powerful feature that does good to increase the conversion rates and builds customer loyalty, because it's kind of that you give me the feedback, I'll give you something in return, and you can even tell them up front, hey, fill out that information, and you're going to get something in return for the testimonial. One of the other things that we talked about this earlier of having all of the reviews in one spot, you don't want them in disparate areas. You may want them on Google, obviously, for looking at them online, and you want to have them on Facebook, but it's also good to have all those reviews on your own website. And so your directory should be the hub of your social proof. Because your website or your directory is the center of your business message online. And so a lot of people spend time and money getting those referrals, those testimonials, but they're sitting on Google or somewhere else. And so Endorsal saves you the time with the integrations and automations to get all of those reviews back to your site so that you can actually profit from those later. And so just looking at, these three, websites, which one of those three is going to make a potential customer, part with their money fastest? Is it going to be stuff on Facebook, stuff on Google, or the one in the middle where it has Google, Facebook, and any leads that came in off from your website all in the same spot? And so what Endorsal does is it allows you to create those that journey of social proof through your website instead of someplace else on the internet, but still allow those to be in those other locations. And so what it does is it allows you to import those in a couple clicks. You basically sign into your accounts, set your preferences. So if you continue with Google and they find it'd be nice if you had 189 reviews on Google, but if there's that many in there on your Google My Business thing, you just click the import button. It'll pull all of those reviews off from Google into your Endorsal account, and then same thing for Facebook as well. And so what it allows you to do is put all your reviews displayed in one place and import those and put them in that. And I think and cement basically the trust for your customers in your own website and pull all of the relevant data, all the sales proof into one spot where you're going to be trying to make the sale. The third thing it does is it displays those testimonials anywhere with just 3 lines of code. So it pulls it out of there and allows you to have different responsive templates and branding to create via their API. And again, it works seamlessly in your Brilliant Directory website. It allows you to embed those wherever you want in minutes with no coding. And I'll show you the demo of the ones that we use for our website here in just a second. Finally, here's some other ways to embed it. So you can change the format of what it looks like. You can emphasize the rating or the logo. You can do all sorts of different styles, but just by a single click, changing what it looks like, you're totally in control of colors, locations, and format that looks good on your site that you want to do. And then it also does a wall of love. It's just another example of widget. And here's the one off from our website. And I'm actually going to go to that right now. If you guys want to look at it on your own as well, you can do that. Just directorytoolkit.com/testimonials. And I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. And I'm going to show you what that looks like live on the testimonials. So here it is on our site. I've got this linked on our homepage. It's basically the wall of love. All my previous clients that are wanting to do testimonial, they've added them in there, and it just gets posted real time onto their formats it, and they call it the wall of love. Here's Frank looking good, and just let everybody put their information on the website. And so let me just go to the home page again. I'll show you just another one of the embed widgets, what it looks like, and I have it down here at the bottom, and it basically just says testimonials, and it just gives a scrollable walkthrough of all the individual testimonials. You can also do a individual post. Like if you want to focus, you can filter which ones you want to show based on ratings or specific ones. You can actually pull out an embed code for a particular person and then add that wherever you want. So you can do it by post, by rating, by location, all sorts of filterable locations that you can do to add to your website. And then finally, what it also does is it allows you to actually provide a page to get the testimonials. So, Rich, this is your moment in fame here. If you don't mind, go to feedback.directorytoolkit.com. feedback.directorytoolkit.com. And then this is what the interface could look like on your page. This is actually what it is. And I'm going to kind of do a live walkthrough of this, and then I'll let you do it on your own website there. And we'll show that in a second on how that looks. But I'm just going to demo here what it would look like for me doing a demo on my own website here. All you do is click the Facebook one-click sync on there. You just saw it pulled my Facebook avatar off from there, and also shows a live preview of what it's going to look like on the website there. Automatically pulled my name and stuff because it verified me from Facebook that is me. Again, this email says not shown publicly. you can add that in there. Oops, I don't even know my own website here. directorytoolkit.com. Again, it adds this in there live just so they know what it looks like. I'm the owner. And I'm in, you can do whatever you want. I'll put Michigan. Example, I'm going to give myself a 5-star rating, of course. And then comment here, right? And then just as you're typing, it adds that in there. You see the unlock an exclusive reward by completing your testimonial. So we just talked about that. And then once it's done, you just hit send. And it says, thank you for your testimonial has been submitted. And now it says, review us on Facebook. So I'll go back to the slides here in just a second. But what this Endorsal also allows you to do is instead of sending everybody, what people normally do is send them to Google or send them to Facebook and say, hey, review us on Google. What this allows you to do is segment through your website and through your own process, through your Endorsal site, filter out the good reviews and send them to where you want, while the bad ones you get to keep internal to you. So it's not cheating, it's not lying. You're not sending fake reviews, but you're sending the people that are going to give you a good review to the other outside locations that you don't control. And so what this allows you to do is you gave me a 5 out of 5. I like you. I'm now offering you the opportunity to review us on Facebook. So you can do the same thing for me that you did here on Facebook as well. And then you give your reward out on there. Here's a 30% off premium membership on Directory Toolkit for life. Use the feedback 30 as the coupon code. So that's your reward that they get for filling it out, and now it's sitting in your repository on the back end in order to fill out. So let me go back to the slides here again. And I'll show you exactly how that works. So basically, it has Facebook and Google for now. They're going to add more additional later, but it basically allows that two-way sync between Google and Facebook. So not only can you pull the links in from Facebook, but you can also push it to there. So looks like they got pull. It has a two-way sync for those, but it has support for any platform that you want. So again, depending on what niche you're in, it can work for all of them. It has Yelp and Amazon and TripAdvisor and Capterra and G2. And basically there's like 50 of them. Basically you can push them to, just like I showed for Facebook, after they give you a good review, you can push them to your destination of choice when they're done. So what it basically does is like this. I've kind of already explained it, but let's say that you get a 5-star review, then it pushes it to them and say, hey, please leave us a review on Google or Facebook. And then if it's a bad review, and you can set what you consider a bad review, it then pushes a separate form that tries to fix the problem. So it then gives them a form that says, hey, sorry to hear that you're not satisfied. Tell us what's wrong, instead of telling Facebook what's wrong. So basically kind of steers them away from something you don't want them to do to something you want to do. And then maybe after you fix that problem, maybe you win them over and they go back and fill out the testimonial, give you a 5 out of 5 star. And now you're sending them to Google and Facebook to review you as opposed to a bad review. So that is what that is able to do. And I'm going to go ahead and Rich, as we're going here, just go ahead and let me know when you are done, and I'll go demo how to do that or add that to the website.
Already did it. Already submitted it.
Already done. All right, let's go. We'll go in live. I'm going to show you how to do a demo here of what the back end looks like here in a second. But this is it's completely brandable. So this is just my white label back end at testimonial.link for everybody to use. But I'm going to go into the actual thing here. Here's my directory toolkit. I'm going to go to the home. Looks like I had two testimonials awaiting approval. So I'm just going to go check that out.
Changed, Ryan, your screen hasn't changed. It's still frozen on the previous slide or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
39. Be careful because I only gave you a 1-star review, and I used some profanity in there too.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
it's about to be revealed to the world. So
it looks like it's
okay.
starting to here now.
Are you guys good?
There it is. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh yeah, 2 reviews because I gave myself a 5-star review. So I'm going to go ahead. That's a fake one, right? I'm going to go ahead and reject that, or I'm going to delete that one because that's fake. So it gets rid of that one. Now I'm going to go read Rich is here. And again, I have a smaller screen here, so I'm going to scroll over. There we go. So always responsive, delivers above and beyond, unique way to anticipate our needs because I'm telepathic, which is helpful. Avoid challenges with our website before it becomes a challenge. Highly recommend working with Ryan only if you want amazing results. So that looks great. I like that one. Appreciate that. You are worldwide. That's good. And so now this is how easy it is. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to go approve, and we're going to go back to my website. And I'm going to refresh my wall of love. It's going to load my testimonials. And I'm going to scroll down here in the test of live. We'll see if this works. And there it is. So right away, I've got it took you saw how long it took to make. Obviously, everybody says it's pretty easy to do. And then I also got an email notification letting me know that I got that feedback. I went in there, reviewed it. It looked good. And then one click, his testimonial is now on here live, both here and on the main page. So you guys can see how easy that is. And we kind of went through all 5 of those steps we talked about earlier about asking for it. And you can send out emails, obviously, through the system as well to get them to do that. They logged in, they did it. I approved it. It's now collected, and it's on my webpage in just a few short minutes. So let me just log in again. If you guys have this system, this is what it would look like for your particular site. So what you do is if you want to let's say add a new property, you can add a new property. I'm just going to demo through one of these that I already have set up in here. Oops. And again, so let me go to the directory toolkit. Yep, there we go. So I'm just going to kind of walk through exactly what it is. This will be the home screen. You can do the testimonials. You can tag things. And again, the reason you can tag them is so you can set up different filters and show them on different pages. So that is just simply go to the particular testimonial. I think it's over here. You just add a tag, and it's as simple as that. Here's where you can add a different form. So I'm just going to make a new form. So we'll call this test form. I'm going to choose my objective. So I want to gather feedback or get more Google or Facebook reviews. Let's say I want to get more Facebook reviews. So now, again, you can change your color, add the content. You can use HTML, put whatever you want. You can turn off the branding. You can actually use your own custom domain like I had on mine. You can do the different submission settings. You can then change which one or both that you want to do. You can say, if I only want to ask that if it's 5 stars. You can then do the sorry, we're not satisfied piece. We already talked about that. You can modify what the feedback submission looks like, and then you can localize it for multiple languages. Again, if you don't have an English one, you can do that. And then you can just copy the link and add that in there, and then it's literally set to go. I just made that one form right there, and this is like a rating one. This is an example, and that's the getting more Facebook ones. If I did the other one, it kind of sets it up for doing the page like I just showed you earlier. Here's the widgets again. All you have to do is click embed, and then it gives you the standard div ID tracking. You copy it to a clipboard and then just paste that into a widget for your BD site. The review marketing, that's the push afterwards. where you're going to get. And so you basically, we're going to ask for those social accounts. So this is where you connect different accounts and use different ones that you're going to ask for. And then you can actually post it to those social media sites. You can actually post it to your social media accounts and ask for reviews straight off from your social media accounts. So I didn't really mention that, but you can also do that. You can also set up your wall of love here. Again, how many columns wide and minimum rating. You can randomize it. You can show the source. And then you set up the card example theme. So this is what I was showing you earlier. You can say, I want to focus on the avatar. I want to do the tweet style. Change all the colors to your brand. And then again, just copy the widget code and it goes straight into your PC site and looks as beautiful as I just showed you with a cut and paste. And then here's your FOMO pop-ups where you basically are asking you're showing the testimonial. So this is what, if I turned it on, I don't have it on for my site, but it would pop up like that. It would have Rich's thing, like Rich from Podcaster Directory or whatever, or it'll just say Podcaster Directory if you didn't add a name in there, recommends Directory Toolkit 2 days ago, and it's been verified. And you can turn on all that different stuff. You can show a call to action and say, click here to sign up now. So you see that you can add a call to action on your pop-up buttons. You say, John loves Directory Toolkit. Why don't you sign up now? And so it has a bunch of different things you can, when it pops up, to randomize it. You can show it from the last certain days and kind of all customize that. And then integrations. Oops. So for the integrations, we talked about Zapier, Google, Facebook, and then they're doing more two-way sync, but these are for the two-way sync there for Facebook or Google. And let me go do one of those other forms here real quick, just to kind of show you what that looks like on the follow-up for all the different services. But you can have, like I said, I think there's probably like 50 different ones that they add in here that you can push them to. Okay, so publish to other services. So this is what I was talking about. So Facebook, Google, Yelp, Trustpilot, and then you can add a custom service. So I think they used to have a bunch of different ones. Now it looks like you just add in, it's unlimited basically. So if you want to, you can even do your own directory, right? Or a review inside the BD system. Go to the review page there. Have them add one there as well. Basically, any system with any link, you can add that in there, and you basically push them to that service. If they have a 4-star or higher, I usually just do 5. They'll get that link. You can incentivize the request like we showed earlier, and you can use HTML there to give the reward. And then here's the call to action button where you say, hey, buy your discounted service now. So you can basically say there's a discount code and then send them directly to the sign up links to use that discount code on your webpage.